Sure. So when I was pregnant with my rainbow daughter, I wanted something special to incorporate in the photos, to kind of signify everything we had been through. So somebody I knew at the time showed me somebody else's picture that they had done with this skirt. And I was like, oh my gosh, I want one of those. So he ended up buying one. And then afterwards, it's like, well, it's just kind of sitting here,
Right.
in my house. And I saw
Yes.
somebody else that had been sending one around and posting pictures, and I initially reached out to them to see if there was some way that I could help them out or, get involved, and never got a response. So then I was like, "All
Mhm.
right, well, I'm gonna start my own." So,
Awesome.
yeah, started that, started sending it around being afraid that nobody would wanna participate and share their
Right.
story, and especially because that was during COVID and,
Oh, yeah.
people
Mhm.
were
Yeah.
a little more scared of, things like that. So
Yeah.
anyways, now that was in 2020, at the end of 2020 when it first started, and now we're at, like, almost 550 people, and
That's
it's
amazing.
been all the states and several other countries. It's in Spain right now for the first time, which is
That's awesome.
exciting, so, yeah,
That's
I keep
great.
hoping it'll go more places.
Yes, I was blown away that many people have used it. You sent out the spreadsheet, with all that, I'm like, "Oh my goodness," which is absolutely amazing. I knew it's been to other countries and everything, but the magnitude of how many people's lives it's touched, that's really awesome. So, I do have one question. Do you know how long the skirt is? I was curious, and when I was taking my pictures, my photographer, we were kind of guesstimating.
Actually, I don't. I need to look
No.
it up because it actually came from, like, Cheekaboo is the
Oh,
website
okay.
it came from.
Okay.
And I think nobody understands the size of this skirt
Yeah.
until they get it themselves, and
Yes.
it's like, "Oh my gosh, like, it doesn't look
Yes.
like that in pictures."
No, it just keeps going, which is awesome, but yeah, I live in a little apartment, I was trying to I'm like, "Oh, no, I'm not spreading this out in here," so once we finally got to the pictures to see it, in the sunlight and everything, it was just absolutely amazing, so I am
I
very
definitely
honored, yeah, to have been able to be one of those 500 and so women that got to wear the skirt and tell our story, so thank you so much for that, that's awesome.
and I'm so glad you did because a lot of people think, "Oh, I have to be pregnant or I have to
Mhm.
have a rainbow baby," and, I'm trying to help show that that's not how everybody's
Right.
story ends,
Yeah.
and that, that those stories are no less valid than somebody who does have a rainbow baby.
Well,
I
yeah.
really appreciate you wanting to be a part of it and share because I know a lot of people have been like, "Well, I don't wanna be part of it if I'm not pregnant."
Right. Yeah, I did have some hesitations, I know we talked about that too. I did kind of feel that guilty, like, "Well, I don't have my rainbow baby," but as you said, we've used our platforms and our, speaking publicly about our stories in different ways, and, like, that's helped me heal, and, like, that is my rainbow, like, that's my rainbow afterwards, and who knows how my story will end, it's not done yet, There could be fostering or adoption or something in the future, so I do see it as that is my rainbow, I'm spreading the word, I've honored my babies by getting to do that. Um, as you know, with those pictures, it was during Pregnancy and Infant Loss Month, and I got to use the white pumpkins and everything, so it was really special to be able to do that, so
Okay, and see, that's what I like to hear, that it's a meaningful experience for
yes,
people.
absolutely.
Obviously, I'm not doing it just for attention
Yeah.
or, but I like to know
Right.
that it actually really helps people.
Right, yes. What was been like witnessing the different women and honoring their babies and journeys? Has it helped you heal as well and just kind of made you feel more at peace with what you're doing and how you are going about with your platform?
Yeah, so kind of what we were just talking about a second ago, just hearing those messages of, I've never written my story before, or, I've never shared it publicly. And this, a lot of people say it feels like a hug from all the other women that have worn it. And,
Yes.
just things like that make me feel like I'm doing something that actually makes a difference and helps people feel like their story is important because we can easily be lost in the crowd. It's like, oh,
Yes.
well, you're that girl who had a loss 3 years ago or whatever, but, we don't get a
Yes.
chance to talk about them and share about them and do something so publicly, so
Mhm.
it has, yes, it has really helped me heal as well.
That's awesome.